not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Blues of San Antonio taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they've handled all comers through the first. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Cunningham. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
On first down, it's Black. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Duckworth. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Blues have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks a tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They run with Cunningham. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Blues.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Duckworth. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cunningham. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. But you look at this defense, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Duckworth. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Duckworth. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Harbaugh came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
To throw on 3rd down. Duckworth. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This pass into the hands of Turner. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Duckworth. He finds his man. Complete. That's Black. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Duckworth. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Duckworth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Black. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Black. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And running with power here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
They go with Cunningham. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Cunningham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. Incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Stroud toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. From
a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Black. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Duckworth. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Duckworth. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Duckworth. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Not so often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Stroud will look to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Duckworth. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cunningham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throw left side, complete. That's Black. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he nearly got got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth. Oh, and that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 3rd down. Duckworth. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 40-yard punt, no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like
taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Stroud off the play fake. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixer.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Looking to throw. Duckworth. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Little. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Duckworth able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Black. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd down, it's Black. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Duckworth looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Black. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Duckworth. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud sets up the play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. It's Cunningham. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Throwing now is Stroud. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is watched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On first down, Cunningham. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On second down now. It's Black, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Looking to throw. Duckworth. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll run on first down. Black. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Black, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here goes Stroud again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. 2nd and 11. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it,